welcome to the Procrastinaria. My name is Yanis. Today we're playing Evil Genius on what is Evil Saturday. We're going to continue our Let's Play as Shen Yi. No, I want to load the game. Oh yes, of course. Your evil genius cannot attack agents, but can kill individual minions to inspire the rest of the workforce. Barracks. In the last episode we built our barracks, we started building up our base, and in this episode we're gonna continue doing that. Because there's not a lot of interesting things otherwise. We are spending quite a bit of money on equipment, because equipment is quite expensive, but we're gonna start stealing money soon enough again, so we'll be good. Our mining capacity is increasing nicely with every new locker that's built. The pads are good, it boosts minion stats, they can go sleep. We can see Lord Kane.
Oh, it's you.
Being incredibly bored by our presence, it would seem. We are... Yes. You do whatever. We are going actually to build another door right over here. And a fire extinguisher right over there. We're going to place several fire extinguishers around the base, which currently they don't have much purpose. The only reason they don't have much purpose is because we don't have valets. Once we have valet minions, those can use fire extinguishers, and certain agents would try to sabotage your base and try to destroy things in your base. So it's good to have some sort of a fire extinguishing thing going on. We're going to let them finish this. In the meantime, we'll start figuring out our control room, which will have which will be right here. It does not need to be too big, because I think we only need 5 things, and those are 3 by 3, so 3, and then if we put 2 and 1, 2, 3 like that, that should be big enough, I think. Actually, it should be more than big enough. Some rooms are more expensive to build than others. We need control banks and memory banks. We're not going to put in a time clock just yet. But they're actually too big, so we built the room a bit too big. Quite a bit too big. So we are going to edit it out a bit. Remove that. So if it's 2 and we leave 2 empty space in 2, that should be now should be big enough. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then memory banks on this side. So we don't need that either. We don't need that many memory banks, so that's good. And they are 1 wide, so I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, I said 1, 2, 3. We need to move the door. Moving the door. We're going to move the door. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 like that, and then 5 and 6 on this side. That'll work. Put in a standard door. We're going to need control panels, because for certain areas of the world you need more control panels to see that part of the world than others, so that's why I'm counting out how many we need. Because I kinda remember this from playing the game before. The game, while you can not go into too much detail, you can actually follow around minions. And most of them will salute you. Sometimes you'll see one scratching his balls, which is the most hilarious thing ever. While you are in minion follow mode, you cannot turn the camera around, which is a bit annoying, because I would like to follow my minions around and see what they're doing and where they're going. Certain things in the base require power, so we'll soon learn about power generation. And we'll put a power generator in, I'm guessing somewhere around here. Not sure yet. Actually, the construction of this base is going okay. There are several other rooms that we will add to the base, and we have left plenty of space for that. We're also going to put in a hotel soon. So Currently, minions have a bit of an issue because they have to run all around the mountain to this secret entrance to come in. But we'll put another secret entrance in here once we get the hotel unlocked. Because I don't want to put it before, because Agents of Justice like to rummage around. See, this one's carrying dynamite around. I like how they're carrying these huge sticks of dynamite around, not carrying. There are several of them. There are several rooms that still need to be constructed. But our objective basically are to build control consoles and a memory bank in the control room, which we will do. First want to finish these so we can clean up the bodies. Also, we can probably get more minions. Yeah, we have a capacity of 23 now. That should keep us busy for a while. There we go. Because the barracks are now fully built, we can add additional locker rooms, and we will. It's not a traditional setup, but, you know, it will work. It's still okay. When you get later in the game, you get more and more minions, and you actually have to build another barracks, which I did in the other game kind of here. Also put a training facility in and stuff like that, because you want to train your minions to become better minions. There are 3 phases of alert in the base. We have stand down, which is basically green alert. Yellow alert is your minions carry weapons, and red alert is they carry weapons and shoot everything that's an agent, basically. On yellow alert they don't, they just carry weapons and just shoot the things you tag to be killed. Otherwise they don't. These rooms are going to be blown up soon, they just need more dynamite, which is being carried around by a minion and another one. After we're done with that, we're going to move our vault area into here. I like to build my bases aesthetically pleasing to a degree, so we're going to be doing that. I also like having inner sanctums and then closer, even more inner sanctums. So these should shortly be blown up and the new vault added. We need a medium-sized vault compared to some other rooms, because we will be stealing things, stealing objects, which some will be put in the vault, some will put in other areas. Some are really good when they're put in the control area. The kind of minions can go up to them. The loot gives different kind of boosts to minions, which we can talk about that now, actually. There we go. Minions have 5 different boost stats. So they have health, which is the standard. They have loyalty, which is how loyal they are. If that drops to 0, they will escape. You can have smarts, that's how smart they are, and these stats reduce. And the lower the smart value, basically the stupider they get. That's it. They have attention, which is how much attention they can pay to the task they're doing. Otherwise, they'll just kind of hang around, do nothing. And endurance. If that goes to 0, they collapse. Basically. There we go. That's our control room blown up and our strong room blown up. Once they put in the rack, we'll destroy the other strong room. This is currently a strong room. We don't need it, but we don't need it. We currently don't have many agents on the. I don't think we have any agents on the island, mostly because we haven't done anything yet to require attention of agents. And once we get a hotel, we won't have to worry that much about agents. See, these guys' endurance went down to 0. So they went to sleep. And that brings up their endurance. And there are several objects that also bring up the other things, so we're going to be using those as well. I know building a base like this, building kind of an outer sanctum and an inner sanctum with a long corridor in between costs a lot of money, but I think it's worth it. At this point it's worth it, because otherwise you have to do it later in the game and it's basically a hassle. But currently it's okay. We still don't have a full workforce there. Slowly, every 60 seconds we get a minion, so in about 10 minutes we'll have a full complement of 23 minions. And we actually, now that the control room is built, we're going to move Shen Yu. He's interesting, isn't he? He's composing evil taunts. We're going to move him into the control room and give a boost to those people. Now, if I had Alexis is Sphere of Influence. or aura, the thing that you can see glowing around him, is a lot bigger. So if you put her in the control room, she just influences the entire control room, no matter. Well, more or less would influence the entire control room this size. So we're going to put Shenyu somewhere about there, and he will then influence the people that are in that room and make their stats go up. We're using quite a bit of power, so we're gonna need to start considering a power room just behind here. I usually put it behind the control room. It just seems like the logical place to put it. And they built the briefcase rack. We only need one because it's like an ATM basically. It works like an ATM, except it always has money. So we're going to demolish that store room, strong room, and they'll move all our cash and all our gold into the other strong room now. Or at least they should move it. Yeah, see, it moves automatically. And our freezer has been built. Freezers are good as well. Once these are all constructed, they'll move the body bags from the agents we killed earlier into the freezer, and they will eventually disappear. Because I think they, do they disappear if they're? I think they do. They just disappear slower. It's something like that, and they disappear quicker if they're in the freezer. But it's also safer because agents of justice don't see them in the freezer that often. We'll talk about agents of justice getting into our base later because they are not in it currently. In the control room, we're gonna start building a few control panes now. So we're gonna build 2 for now, and build 2 memory banks. I've never had more than 2 memory banks, so your sphere of influence is just there. Let's move you a little bit around.
He who walk, I think he who walk, arrive.
He who walk arrive. Good. Then you should walk and arrive in places. He doesn't have a sphere of influence. He is, however, slightly has low endurance, which is strange because he usually doesn't. He's really good at loyalty, though. He's really loyal, but they don't tend to go anywhere. So all of our things are being built, and they cost quite a bit of money. So once these are all built, we are going to have to start stealing. We don't want to go too low on money because then we can't progress with the game, which is bad. We have to progress with the game. I didn't actually check how much these how much power these take. 2 power, that's 4, and these take 1 power. So 4, 5, 6 power will be on 18. I don't think these take power. No, they don't. So we should be good. I like how he's plotting, looking at the wall plotting. The evil genius, the textures of the walls don't change depending on evil genius. This one kind of looks slightly Asian, but it doesn't change it. They're all the same always. It's kind of like a 60s theme. It's quite good. I actually like the way the game looks. It's a really good game. I mean, there have been rumors, and someone from the company that made the game did say something about the possibility of an Evil Genius 2, which I would be really excited about. There's an Evil Genius Online for kind of a Facebook game coming out. Actually, it is a Facebook game. It's coming out on Facebook. That is coming out, and it's not as, I don't know. I don't like Facebook games. I think it's silly. What is your issue? Are you stuck? So that's coming out, and I'm not really that excited about the possibility of a Facebook Evil Genius game, but a sequel to this game, which we're playing currently, like a fully fledged PC game, I'm quite excited about the possibility of that, because I would really like to play it. If it's slightly better, you know, slightly updated, more high-techy or something, I would really, really enjoy it. I think it would be really, really good. And now we just have to fill time and wait for these to be finished. Once they start manning these, we'll get access to the world screen, and you'll actually see how the world screen works. Also, there's a day-night cycle in the game, It's a bit slow, but there is a day-night cycle, which I find rather exciting. Give your
Do
blessing to
this.
that.
Now.
If if they give blessings to stuff, minions get excited about it, and they get status boosts while they're working on that or interacting with that object. Rather. There we go. 2 minions are now. There we go. We can now build a power plant. We're not going to build it immediately. I think we shouldn't have to build new. Do these require 4? Did I? There we go. Control room is now operational. We can now access the world map. Also, reports indicated trained civilians are holidaying on the island, captured and imprisoned the maiden in a security holding cell. We'll do that in a bit. We will need a power plant. Power plants are important. We do need power. Yes, I know there are. Sub-objective? I've never heard of optional objective. No? Main objective? Optional objective? No? Okay then. What was I doing? Oh, I was building... Also an armory. We're going to build an armory in a minute and I'll explain what it does. But first a power plant because we need power. We require power in the world. Not that far. It's just going to be a long room, more or less. It doesn't need to be... I mean, it needs to be semi-big, but it doesn't need to be too big. I can't remember how big the power generators are. Yeah, technically, I'll leave it like that. I do kind of like it. Put in a power generator. And start the construction of that room. And get us a door. We're also going to go and send a few minions to steal. Now, we currently see there are question marks over some of the areas. The areas are divided into several agencies. They're kind of like security agencies. So South America, North Africa, Middle East fall under SMASH. I know these, and Antarctica. They have certain they are acronyms. They mean something. I'm not quite sure what each of them mean because I can't quite remember. But I'll check between this episode and the next one and explain the next one. Then Cuba and Russia basically fall under HAMMER, which Soviet bloc kind of Soviet communist nations under bloc. Then North America and Japan is America allied is Patriot, and then the basically Europe and the former colonies, India, South Africa, Europe, and Australia are Sabre, and the Asian countries are Anvil. And I'll explain what each of these are next in the next episode. We're going to steal here with 2 minions over there. We're also going to send 2 minions into North Africa. What they do is they will go in and they will steal money for us, which will provide us with an income. And over here as well. And because our notoriety and our heat is so low, we should be okay for a while. We do have to check every now and then into the map to just make sure that our minions don't get killed by agents of justice. And we will do that, of course we'll do that. But yeah, we're currently on full power. There's a maid walking around here. We must imprison her. We will imprison her. But we need a holding room first. So we're going to build a holding room in a minute, not just yet. We don't need it immediately. Might also build another hallway going down here as well and put it somewhere here. I don't know. A holding room is in the armory, and then inside the armory you can buy a holding cell, but we require power to buy holding cells, and we are currently maxed out on power, so we have to wait. Some of our minions, they should be deployed rather soon, and we'll be getting a slow income. So you should always have minions providing an income, stealing money somewhere or other, and guards are better at stealing than just standard construction minions. These are standard minions, and you can actually upgrade them. So as you can see, there are 3 different branches. You've got, I think this is the security branch, you've got the scientist / technician branch, and then you have the valet social minion branch. and we'll learn about those in a minute. We just need we need to capture that maid and build up an armory first. But we'll do that. The maid isn't going to go away. She's just gonna walk around. And if she does go away, there are maids in the world that we can go and take. Now, I have a slight issue with the game at the moment. It will fix itself once I load the save game again, but there are minions stealing. That at least they will be stealing. For some reason, nothing is showing up on the map at the moment. It happens sometimes to me. There we go. We have minions in Midwest. We're stealing 800 over there. 400 in North Africa and another 400 in Siberia. 1,600 income every hour. Every 60 seconds. We can now also build hotels. We're not going to build a hotel outside, we're going to build it inside. I should now have access to the hotel lobby and hotel lounge to build in the mountain. They're simply cheaper if you build them in the mountain than if you build them as a standalone structure. So we're going to build them in the mountain. We're not going to build them immediately because they are expensive, but we will build them inside just to keep tourists entertained. I think we'll put an entrance around here and put a hotel area over here and then build a sort of a secret tunnel that goes from the hotel area into our world base as well. But that is it for this episode. We are going to save the game. I want to save. We're going to override the previous save game. And if you like this episode, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, bye bye.